Over to Brad Lawler with Home Team Inspection Service. Sandy writes in, my home has been on the market 180 days. Okay, that's a long time in this market. The home has aluminum wiring. Her agent says it's not a problem, but feedback from buyers say it is a problem. Is it a problem? Should she replace the wiring? I'm not sure how agents or buyers know it's aluminum. Is aluminum wire, is that the red wires that are marked? How are those marked that they would know?
No. So the easiest way to look at it is to open up an outlet. So take the cover off and look at one of the outlets there, and you can see if it's silver in color, if it's just a single piece of silver, that's aluminum, single strand aluminum wiring. That's what the scary wiring is that people are concerned about. If it's copper in color, then it's copper wiring. The home inspectors, the electricians, we're going to actually go into the distribution panel, so we'll be able to see what all of the wiring for the house starts out as from the distribution panel. Single strand aluminum wiring is very common in Louisville. If you have a house that has it and you're looking to sell it, my recommendation is get an electrician who can come in and do an evaluation of the panel, and then there's steps that can be taken to protect each of those outlets, switches. Electricians have, different devices that they can use to, effectively connect copper to aluminum, so that it doesn't expand and contract, which is where the fire hazard comes from. And so they can make it safer, doing some different processes. It's not a requirement to rewire the entire house with the single strand. It's just where the aluminum connects to copper is the problem. Electricians have fixes for that. So consult an electrician. It's not the end of the world. But yes, home inspectors are going to call it out for sure. But it's always, requires the evaluation of electrician.
Is it even
Brad,
possible? Go ahead, Laura. Yeah.
I was going to say, wouldn't an appraiser might spot it as well and see that as a safety deficiency that it could impact the, approval of their loan?
Yeah, the appraisers, what they're looking at would be outside of my realm of what I'm looking for. Yes, it's possible. And again, whether an appraiser or the inspector calls it out, it's going to go back to the electrician for an evaluation. I don't think an appraiser, just like a home inspector, is not going to say you've got to rip out all of the single strand aluminum wiring in the house. Be careful though. A couple things to keep in mind. There's a difference between single strand aluminum and the stranded aluminum, the multi wires that you see. That is common feeding your house. That's common use on things like dryers and stoves. Okay, that's not a problem with the stranded aluminum wiring. It's just that single strand.
Can you even replace aluminum wire? She asked in her email.
You can, but electricians that I've talked to will tell you, unless you're doing like an entire gut of the house, it is prohibitively expensive because essentially all the walls have to be opened up. They can run new cabling through an attic and some other ways, but it's very, very labor intensive to replace it and very expensive.
All right, so hopefully that answers Sandy's question.